Alright guys, we're on the message, Luke chapter 3. Levi's here today because it's the weekend. So I'm going to read part of this chapter, and then there's a long line of names. I'm going to go from the top and then skip down to the bottom for you. In the 15th year of the rule of Caesar Tiberius, it was while Pontius Pilate was governor of Judea, Herod, ruler of Galilee, his brother Philip, ruler of Iturea and Trachonitis, Lysanias, ruler of Albaline, during the chief priesthood of Annas and Caiaphas, John, Zacharias' son, out of the desert at that time, received a message from God. He went all through the country during the Jordan. Country around the Jordan River, preaching a baptism of life change leading to forgiveness of sins, as described in the words of Isaiah the prophet. Thunder in the desert, prepare God's arrival, make the road smooth and straight. Every ditch will be filled in, every bump smoothed out, the detour straightened out, all the ruts paved over. Everyone will be there to see the parade of God's salvation. When crowds of God came out for baptism because it was a popular thing to do, John exploded. "You brood of snakes! What do you think you're doing, slithering down here to the river?" You hear that about snakes, Levi? "Do you think a little water on your snake skin is going to deflect God's judgment? It's your life that must change, not your skin. And don't think that you can pull rank by claiming Abraham as your father. Being a child of Abraham is neither here nor there. Children of Abraham are a dime a dozen. God can make children from stones if he wants to. What counts is your life. Is it green and flourishing? Because if it's dead wood, it's gone in the fire." The crowd asked him, "Then what are we supposed to do?" "If you have 2 coats, give one away," he said. "Do the same thing with your food." Taxmen also came to be baptized and said, "Teacher, what should we do?" He told them, "No more extortion. Collect only what is required by the law." Soldiers asked him, "And what shall we do?" He said to them, "No harassment, no blackmail, and be content with your rations." The interest of the people by now was building. They were all beginning to wonder, could this be John? Could this John be the Messiah? But John intervened. "I'm baptizing you here in the river. The main character in this drama, to whom I am a mere stagehand, will ignite the kingdom life, a fire, the Holy Spirit within you, changing you from the inside out. He's going to clean house, make a clean sweep of your life. He will place everything true in its proper place before God. Everything false he'll put out with the trash to be burned." There was a lot more of this. Words that gave strength to the people. Words that put heart in them. The message. But Herod the ruler, stung by John's rebuke in the matter of Herodias, his brother, Philip's wife, capped his long string of evil deeds with this outrage. He put John in jail. After the people were baptized, Jesus was baptized, and as he was praying, the sky opened up, and the Holy Spirit, like a dove, descending, came down on him. And along with the Spirit, a voice said, "You are my Son, chosen and marked by my love, the pride of my life." When Jesus entered public life, he was about 30 years old. The son, in public perception, of Joseph, who was, and then we have son of Heli, then Mathat, then son of Levi. This goes down, down, down. There's a lot of sons. Son of. Then the last ones are son of Enos, son of Seth, son of Adam, son of God. Okay, so we end with the son of God, and we started with Jesus, who was the son of Joseph, who was the son of Heli. Alright, I want to read this again. The crowd asked, okay, what are we supposed to do? "If you have 2 coats, give them away," he said. "Do the same with your food. Be generous. Share." Taxmen also came to be baptized and said, "What should we do?" "No more extortion. Collect only what is required by the law." Soldiers, "What should we do?" "No harassment, no blackmail. Be content with your rations." I know that was for the soldiers, but that's for all of us. Be content with what we have. The interest of the people by now was building. They were all beginning to wonder, could this be John the Messiah? And then he goes on to say, Jesus is coming to clean house, right? Okay.